The hilarious story behind Derrick Lewis and Ronda Rousey. Today, we are going to tell you a hilarious story between Derrick Lewis and Ronda Rousey, which will shock you for the moment. Without any further delay, let's get into the video. So Ronda Rousey is the second wife of the former UFC fighter Travis Browne. Browne had first married Jenna Webb in 2015, and the two got divorced a year later following the domestic violence allegations brought forward by Webb. Former UFC heavyweight Travis Browne met Ronda Rousey during a time of crisis when he was undergoing an investigation by the UFC based on allegations brought forward by Jenna Webb. Webb also shared the pictures of her bruises on social media, claiming that she sustained them in a domestic violence situation with her husband, Travis Browne. The UFC suspended Browne for some time, but he soon came back when the investigation team found inconclusive evidence supporting the claims of domestic violence. But here the mystery is that Webb had never pressed the charges, and Travis later joined the UFC again. Another heavyweight contender, Derrick Lewis, post-fight call-out of Ronda Rousey after Derrick's win over Travis Browne, heavyweight contender, and Rousey's husband. Back in February 2017, Derrick Lewis won the fight against Travis Browne via stoppage in the second round of the match, which was heated and the best match between the amazing heavyweight contenders in the UFC. This fight was honored as the fight of the night. As we all know, Derrick Lewis is known for his great sense of humor, along with the title of a heavyweight contender. His fighting style has made him everyone's favorite. Derrick Lewis is known as the Black Beast, and he has power, but we can also say, besides fighting, he has the talent to bring a smile to everyone's face.
And you'll hear Lewis's corners tell him sometimes, do it for the boys, and they're not talking about his buddies in the gym. Those are his sons. Derrick told me that's all he thinks about. That's it.
That is it. The Black Beast strikes again.
At that time, Derrick Lewis posed some allegations in the interview after the fight, where Travis Browne lost against him.
Winner by KO victory, the Black Beast, Derrick Lewis!
His hilarious comments on Ronda Rousey grabbed the attention of every fan of fighting. The question that arose is why Derrick Lewis targeted Ronda Rousey, and why was Travis Browne not targeted? The answer to these questions is as simple as the story that Derrick Lewis reflected on Browne's ex-wife, who accused him of domestic abuse, and he said, "How can a female as Ronda Rousey live with a man like Travis Browne?" And later, the many other related stories started to be built up by the media and fans, on which UFC suspended Travis Browne and created an investigation team where Browne denied this accusation, even after the investigation of the UFC team on this matter cleared him of such a situation. Furthermore, Derrick Lewis said, "I just knew I had a bigger heart than him. He calls himself a man, and he likes to put his hands on women. Where's Ronda Rousey's fine ass at?" Lewis concluded in an interview. Derrick Lewis created the craziest moments in the UFC. Now, it's kinda strange to hear how a fighter can be hilarious, but it has become something remarkable in the UFC by one of the most amazing fighters. Let us see the hilarious story behind Derrick Lewis. Derrick Lewis has recorded many different hilarious moments on camera for the past years. He and his fight fans have had so many posts that become the most talked about topic, and a hilarious one. Travis Browne remained silent for a time. He finally mustered up the courage to speak when Derrick Lewis lost the match to Mark Hunt after 3 months of those accusations. Browne addressed them through Instagram and raised his voice against Derrick Lewis when he gave up against Mark Hunt. In an Instagram post, he addressed that. You say you have the most heart in the heavyweight division, but I just watched you quit. You should retire. You brought up false news about me that affected my family. What happened to your mom, no woman should ever have to go through. Ms. Lewis, you have my sympathy. I hope your family has not been affected by false accusations or false news like mine was. Even though you didn't have the same consideration for my family, I wish the best for your wife and children. Enjoy your wedding on the islands. My home is heaven on earth. Best wishes. We know you don't have the heart, but if you have the balls, I'm down to run it back. After this serious post, when Travis Browne lost the match against Alexei Oleinik at UFC 213,
Pushing forward. Browne's in trouble. Pitbull looking to finish him. To the bottom. Wow. Again, Bob, over the top.
Derrick Lewis took advantage of the loss and shared his thoughts on Twitter with another hilarious post in which he was consoling Travis Browne's wife, Ronda Rousey. So viewers, how are you finding this story till now? If you like it, then subscribe to our channel and hit the like button. Getting back to the story, apart from the hilarious moments, let's talk about the one who didn't respond in all of this time, Lewis's wife, April Davis. Now, finally, April Davis raised her voice regarding this situation and said, "I could talk about Tupac all day long, but if I say anything about Ronda, she gets mad." What happened next? After the match against Ciryl Gane, Lewis shared his opinion on what his wife, April Davis, thinks about him and what she wants from him. That his wife wants him to keep a low profile and not live a lavish life, blaming the unnecessary attention and Ronda Rousey lookalikes, on which Derrick Lewis added to his wife's conversation and said his wife stops him from doing such things and he is trying to cover things and such sayings against Ronda Rousey. He said, "The scallywags come out with their little short dresses and all that, trying to come up to me with the Ronda Rousey lookalike mask, wig, and everything, trying to holler at me." This is something hilarious by Derrick Lewis. He continues to mention Ronda Rousey's name in some way or another, but this has to be admitted by everyone that Derrick Lewis is the first ever genuine person with good humor inside the Octagon. And yes, he made his name by his hard work and most famous wins in the UFC. He grows beyond the vicious knockouts he comes up with inside the UFC Octagon. The Black Beast of UFC knows well how to manage with one-liners that his fans can enjoy. He remains honest throughout this situation and created so many hilarious moments in life. Lewis's blame was ignored hilariously because whatever he says becomes a part of his humor. On the other hand, Travis Browne was proved innocent by the UFC investigation team, but the jokes by Derrick Lewis about the story of Ronda Rousey continue. You have watched the video. What are your opinions about this hilarious story? Who do you perceive was on the right side? Derrick Lewis, with the true language of heart, or Travis Browne, who was proved innocent by the UFC? Please let us know in the comment section. And for more interesting stories like this on MMA fighters, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit that red bell icon for future updates. Thanks for watching.